It's been revealed that the UK government is reviewing its anti-obesity strategy in light of the cost of living crisis, with plans designed to deter people from eating junk food being put on hold while the review takes place.
Earlier this year, the government announced restrictions planned for October on foods high in salt, high in fat and sugar would be postponed for a year in light of the unprecedented global economic situation.
Joining us to discuss the story further is Head of Lifestyle Economics at the Institute of Economic Affairs, Chris Snowdon. Chris, I think Liz Truss in her leadership campaign said she wanted to stop some of these nanny state policies. So how optimistic are you that the tide of the nanny state is going to be rolled back?
I'm actually pretty optimistic. I think there's only one person in the House of Commons who's been more forthright in their objections to the nanny state, and that's you, Philip. And I would hope if you ever became Prime Minister, you would walk the walk. I'm pretty sure that Liz Truss will be walking the walk. I think there's a good chance the sugar tax will be repealed. I think it's very, very likely that some of the stuff that's already actually been legislated for will be kicked down the road or indeed repealed. So that's things like the government telling supermarkets where they can stock their Easter eggs or whatever people want to call junk food, but you can't put these supposedly high fat, high sugar, high salt products at the end of aisle, at the entrance, at the checkout. There's an advertising ban, a total advertising ban for these products online, and a ban on TV before 9 p.m. The calorie labelling thing has already come in. And there's a couple of other things too. I mean, and none of it is the kind of thing Liz Truss likes. None of it's the kind of thing I like. She is now Prime Minister. I don't think she wants to look back on her time in number 10 in years to come and think, there's all these things I believed in and I didn't do them.
The burden on businesses is what she said too, which is true. And that calorie count on labels has proved ineffective. We knew that because we got the reports from America. It proved to be ineffective. So what do you think the government will be doing, if anything at all, when you know that 2/3 of adults are obese or overweight? Then it costs the Department of Health $6.1 billion a year. What is the country going to do?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's the job of the public health lobby to come up with policies, and then people can evaluate them and see whether they think they're going to work or not. Personally, I think it's very, very difficult for the government to get people to lose weight. I mean, people need to basically eat less and exercise more, but it's very difficult for the government to force people to do either of those things. So, these are areas of public policy like any other, and just because a lot of people feel rather emotional about it doesn't mean that we should ignore the costs and benefits and look for the evidence behind them. The sugar tax has been in now for over 4 years. It's made no difference whatsoever to childhood obesity, adult obesity. As far as we can tell, it hasn't even made any difference to how much sugar people are consuming. So I think it's been given enough of a chance, and it now should go. And this other stuff that's coming in looks very unlikely to make any real difference. So, I haven't got a big list of policies that I think should come in. I've yet to hear one that sounds like it's going to be effective. But, that's too bad. If the public health lobby can't come up with effective policies that don't put an excessive cost on individuals and businesses, then maybe they need to try a bit harder.